Good morning, everyone. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. Feature painting of the day. Oh no, this one. It's a good one, right? Gives me humble. Anyways, let's get started. I encourage everyone to try to limit their coffee every day, and all the dry spices that you have in your house, those are golden. I'm telling you, I have parsley in mine today, so I have coffee, right? Unflavored, you know. Actually, it's a butterscotch, but I mean unflavored, like no cream, no dairy. With parsley inside my little thing. I don't cough until I start talking on here. Like, my throat chakra gets attacked as soon as I jump on here. It's ridiculous. Anyways, moving on. Feature products of the day. This is a ultrasonic tooth cleaner. This is to, you know, what they do at the dentist for you. You can do it at home. Okay, you can order this on. This one's actually for kids. Of course, it's made in China because everything's made in China. Which I think is a universal joke. We'll find out soon to come. Moving on. If you don't already have, I suggest investing in one of these. Elemental. I have a jade one that I use. It's really, really, really good. But this, you stick it in the freezer and you roll out all the imperfections wherever you feel your wrinkles are at. And if you guys watch my earlier videos, which I don't care what you guys have to say about the way I look anyways, but I've been able to kind of heal myself through the way that I've been eating and living my life. And the only two things I changed were no dairy, well, no meat at all. Everything's plant-based. And I was doing vegan for a while with no pasta or anything like that, and no gluten, because gluten is gluttony. And I ate pasta yesterday because I ran out of quinoa, and I was sick all day. Like, I was sick all day. I had this, like, pasta burn in my stomach, so just look out for that. These foods. Anyways, moving on. I got a gift yesterday, and I love receiving gifts from this person because they know. Like, you know. Anyways, I just wanted to go through what I consider a good gift. So there was some incense in here. Always reuse your stuff, right? Because there's no reason to go buy a bunch of paper bags if you already have it. In here I have moonstone, which whenever you receive a stone from someone, do exactly what the stone tells you to do. I also received one of these. It's a pink stone, a light pink stone in my eye. And when she handed me the stone, the first thing I did was I put it to my forehead. and I don't know much about stones or anything. I let my mind, body, and soul lead me in everything, and I'm not usually, I'm right. You know what I mean? So I put this one to my head, right in front of her, and I never even touched this kind of stone in this lifetime. And I put it to my head, and I immediately felt it in my heart. Well, this stone is actually, it is a stone of unconditional love in all forms. How funny, right? And then the other stone, the moonstone, I put it on my crown. Something told me to put it there, and look what this one says. This stone is for new beginnings, inner growth and strength. It soothes stress and stabilizes the emotion. Moonstone is a reminder to embrace new chapters and the natural cycles of life without fear. A little bit of holy water, which I love that. And then I'm really big into numbers. I see sequences of numbers all day long. And I have these affirmation cards. So if I see like 333, 444, 222, 111, which is a sign that you're ascending and you're seeing synchronicities and you're aligning with your purpose. I take that very seriously. I didn't even want to share that with you guys, but because I keep my spirituality very, very, very private, but something's telling me to share it. Because, yeah, but they have little, and these are actually, you can get these all from, I'm sure online, but Michelle Star Yoga. It's Michelle Star Yoga, the Healing Arts. I really want to go see her, and I want to do a yoga class, but I gotta wait for everything to align right. Anyways, on the front, it tells you what to do, and it tells you what you need to be looking out for, which I'm going to use these all day. Like, these are going to stay in my little bag, my computer bag all day long. Moving on. Check your chakras. She also gave me a chakra card, and I'm all balanced, by the way. I know you're probably going to watch this at some point today. I'm balanced on every single one of them. Which, thank you, because I wasn't yesterday, and I feel like the last week I've been able to really, well, week by week, because I think it's been 7 weeks now I've been at my mom's house, I've been able to really balance each one of them. So I'm grateful for that. And because you got me a gift, I got you a gift, which I'll give it to you later. My Lavender Angels is in there, and then I had finished a book. Now, if you're hoarding a bunch of books, don't do that, because books have life. Okay, however you're moved, read the book, finish the book all the way. Write yourself a couple flashcards on it, some notes on it. Write it in your journal what you learned every day, and then pass it on. I decided to do this with books that I read from here on out, because books are timeless. But I wrote a manifestation in the back of it with my name and the date that I finished it. And I'm going to give this to my neighbor for her to read it. And then, she can pass it on to the next person or leave it somewhere or whatever. It's really about your movement. But I'll give that to you later, neighbor. Moving on. So, okay. So, controlling the narrative, stop living through your kids. That's why they ignore you. In adulthood, follow your dreams. Follow your own dreams. Stop being on top of your children. If you wonder why they're not talking to you, it's because you've been on top of them your whole life. That's not your job. Your job is to be the filter, not the cap. Okay, so follow your own movement. Trust me. They will appreciate you and talk to you more if you were following your own instead of being a toddler in tiara as parents. Moving on. When your messages scroll like on your Facebook and stuff, and you have all these things that come up, I want you to use your discernment with them instead of skipping them or flicking them, right? Because we're going to find out there's some type of universal truth to all that, because how does it know us like that? And I think it's contact from other realms contacting with us, but you have to use your discernment, because sometimes it's not good, sometimes it is good. So you just report those ads, not report them, you just say you're not interested, and it'll leave room for the rest of your stuff to come in. Okay. I promised hair, skin, and nail tips every day. So this one, I know this one works because I actually drink all three of these. So you could either drink them or you can massage them right on your scalp. But for thicker, fuller hair, and I'm going to do a TikTok video on it later, so that everybody has the recipe. But it's 5 tablespoons of rosemary. I prefer fresh. Clove, I prefer fresh. 2 tablespoons. So 5 tablespoons of rosemary, 2 tablespoons of clove, and a half a cup of castor oil, and you leave it. You can cook it if you want to on low heat until you start seeing color, and then take it off, and then invest in glass jars. Okay, preferably not mason jars, because yeah, I feel like they're trying to control us through them jars too, like they've been controlling us. But try to get a glass jar. I think they're $20 for like 19 of them or something. They're $1 each. That's like the going price for them. But put your little things in there, label them, you know, your little regimens, and try to do. You don't have to do the same regimen. Like this one is for thicker, stronger hair, right? Don't use it every single day. Use a bunch of different things. Make yourself one for every day, you know? Like, you're not going to wear the same underwear every day, right? So stop using the same products. The next one I wanted to tell you about, if you have green tea and baking soda in your house, okay, brush your teeth with baking soda instead of your regular toothpaste, okay? And then brush your teeth with charcoal or a mixture of all three, green tea. Okay, because green tea naturally, it freshens your breath. Okay, if you have a sore tooth, use clove. Take some clove, ground up, take it, put it right where your tooth is sore, it'll immediately stop. Okay? So just keep that in mind. All the things that you're seeking and all these guys, oh, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough money. A lot of this stuff's sitting right underneath your nose. And I'm spilling all of it. Like, this eventually is going to turn into a beauty channel with hair, skin, and nails, and like where I know, because I'm manifesting it, where I'm going to be making my own at-home makeup, I'm going to be making all my at-home creams, and and it's going to be all free. You know why? Because we've been controlled for so long by these companies, and it's not fair, and I refuse to sit here and not teach from experience. I'm lifting the veil. Moving on. If we're going to change the things on the outside, if we want things to happen on the outside, like the gray hair to stop, the skin to get better, the wrinkles to go away, everything like that, then we have to start changing what we put in our bodies. Okay, I'm also going to be doing some tips on everything that you need to know changing the inside of your body too. In my Instagram channel, I post the food that I ingest, and it doesn't have to be anything that happens right now. Like, oh my god, I have to change everything. No. Oh my god, I need a gym membership. No. Like, believe it or not, losing weight is all a manifestation in your head. Stop eating fast food. That's the number one thing you can do right now. Instead of spending that $20 at the fast food, go to the little store with the quarter cart and spend that $10 in something there. Okay? Go buy yourself a whole watermelon today and eat the whole watermelon, or share it with your kids. Buy some fruit with that $10. Okay? If you're worried about being hungry afterwards, look into whole grains. Look into quinoa or steel cut oats. Baby, I fast for breakfast every day. I don't eat breakfast because I think it's an American tradition. I think that I do my juices, and then I just, when I'm ready for lunch, then I make myself a nice big lunch with a nice big salad. I take one of them medium-sized pizza dishes, and I put like my little salad over there, and my little soup over there that I made, and my little, because everything happens gradually, right? So when you're making something, make enough, put it in your freezer, right? Label it, because there's freezer health. Nothing over a year can be ingested in your freezer. If it's been in there for a day over a year, toss it. Prepared food, 4 months, toss it. If you got a dish, a wedding cake in there from 5 years ago, I mean, yeah, it's cute. I'll have a bite of it because it's tradition. You know what I mean? That's a cute little romantic tradition. But, you know, if it's been in there, if it's food, don't eat that cabbage salad from 1992. You know what I'm saying? Label everything. That's your personal archives. Moving on. If anybody's struggling with addiction or anything like that, I have a past where I graduated from a rehab facility, whatever. That's another time, another story. I'll do that on my Anchoring Emotions on a Friday. Explain how rehabs work. But I'm going to tell you this. It doesn't matter where you are. You're the problem. Changing cities doesn't change the problem, okay? Don't sit here and think that you got to go all the way to Abu Dhabi to change your life. And stop doing it for the cutes of it. Okay, because there's help out there. All you got to do is dial 211. Okay? Last two, only give people what they give you, and that doesn't mean be petty. Okay? Give people enough. Be good to people. Be good to one another. But if you start seeing, your discernment starts telling you, oh, hold on a second. Am I back burner material? You know what I mean? When I'm putting you front and center. If that's the case, then what you do is you start putting them back burner. Not saying cut them off completely, because that's not fair. You know, sometimes they're going through things. You're not God. You're just following your intuitions or your higher power or whoever. Because we're all genders, all religions. We're the plus size one and we're the skinny one too. Use your discernment, but don't overinvest. I've done that in my life, and I'm glad for the realizations and the understandings of it. But baby, in my newfound youth, where I'm at in my life, almost 40 years old, oh, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Because this is me time, you know what I mean? And whoever has moved into my life, period, point blank. Last thing I want to say, if you win something, if you come up on some money, if you find some money, the way that you receive, okay, on a level of a constant current of money, you have to give 10% back in secret. Whether you give it to the first person you see, don't explain, you don't need no background dancers, you don't need to post it, none of that. Unless you're moved to. If your movement tells you to post it, but use your discernment whether it's for, you know, for clout or not for clout. And then it's got to be for the greater good. That's all. Whether it's the first, if you don't have time and you win and you're like, I don't have time, it's go time. You give that first 10% to whoever you run into. You leave it somewhere. You know, I like to just, I like to hide. I like to give people things, and I don't like them to know it's me. You know what I mean? Because then you have to explain yourself, and they're like, let me get your number. Let's go to lunch. Like, no, I'm doing this because I'm being moved to do it, and whatever's of it all. But after that, you know, put it into the earth. If you're a shy person, just put it into the earth. Go buy 10% of whatever the $1 million you got and go put it into trees, because Lord knows we need them. Or go and randomly go to the electric company and tell her, what are the first accounts that are, you know, give me your first, I'd like you to take this money and I'd like you to put it on the, distribute it between the accounts that you feel fit. Randomly. You know what I mean? But that's how you attract it, okay? That's how you give back to receive more. And I promise your abundance will double, if not triple, if not quadruple. Because that's what we're supposed to do. No color, no gender, no religion. We're the plus size ones and we're the skinny ones too. Okay? We are the elementals. If you guys are following my movement and you guys are waking up to what's going on, I'm on the good side. And with that, I pass. I have a lot to do. So do you. Get up. Change that litter box. Get them kids together. Be you. Spread positivity. You know, I know it's hard. I know it can be hard in the beginning because try to trick your brain. You know who I'm talking about. But do you, okay? And don't be scared to be you. Get them nuts in a row if you're starting to, you know, feel some type of way. But with that I pass, I hope you guys have a great day. Because I refuse to have nothing but a great day. Go get a book. Ciao.